Hello and welcome to this short video, hopefully a short video, about how to update the channel art on your YouTube channel. Now, the tool we're going to use for this is called Canva, which is canva.com. It's a free tool that lets you do quite a lot actually for free. It does have a pro version which lets you do a lot more, gets you more images and more things to play around with, but we won't be using that for this demonstration. Now, when you first log into YouTube, you'll see a screen similar to this, full of all the videos that your kids have been subscribing to channels of. So you might see something slightly different. If you go to the top right corner, you can click on this option which says your channel, which will then bring up your main channel and what people will see when they first get to your channel. So obviously you'll see a few other things like statistics and videos you uploaded, even if they're private ones, you'll see those here. But what we're interested in is obviously the header image, which is coming up, that big widescreen image across the top, and how you're going to change that. Now, to change that is quite easy. I think you can just click on this picture icon, this camera icon in the top right corner, and it will literally let you choose a picture from your PC to upload. Now, to do that, you obviously need to have something created that fits the right size of image. Now, what YouTube recommends is the size of 2560 by 1440 pixels. It's quite a large sounding image. Obviously, if you look at the background that I've got on my YouTube channel, it doesn't look very big. However, based on depending on what device people are viewing it on, they're going to see either more or less. The biggest size is a widescreen TV, and they get to see like the full breadth of the picture, both in height and width as well. So to create your YouTube channel art, what I did was I downloaded a template to help me kind of visualize how big everything needs to be to fit into different devices and different device sizes. Now, to be on the safe side, on the right hand side it says here 423 pixels width. That's literally what you want to have maximum going across the middle of your image, so that for most devices that's what they're going to see. And that's what you want to have, the most vital element of your channel art. Now, I did follow a bunch of links and finally ended up with this image here, which I downloaded, which we're going to look at shortly. Now, once you go into Canva, as soon as you're logged in, you can log in with your Facebook account or your Google, which is like the easiest way to do it. You then get this screen here letting you search for different things that you want to download, including Facebook cover, Facebook posts, or Instagram posts. Now, for our purpose, we can search for YouTube channel art, and you can see it already pops up with the right size image, which you can obviously use for your YouTube channel without having to worry too much about whether the image is too big or too small. Now, when you first come into the design screen, you can see on the left a bunch of suggested designs that you can use and then customize. Now, a lot of these are really good and really eye-catching. So if you can find something for your industry, then by all means use it and then images out to make yours a bit more unique. In this case, we're going to search for, let's say, a health-related YouTube channel art and just see what we come up with here. Now, it doesn't cover all bases, but there are some interesting options and choices you do get. So once we've typed in health, we get a whole bunch of other designs, including this nice one here, which says Beach Town Organics. So let's click on that. As soon as you left click on something, it brings the whole thing up on the right hand side. If you drag it across, it tries to go into one particular place, and more often than not, it will just appear. So just be careful where you're dragging and dropping things. A lot of the images and designs you get with Canva, including your photos, elements, text, or backgrounds, are either free or they're going to be paid. So there are a few that are premium, and for that reason, for that purpose, you need to upgrade your subscription to the Pro account. And if you are going to do it for the purpose of creating your YouTube channel art, then by all means you could do it for 1 month and then not have the pro version afterwards and just cancel your subscription if that's what you choose to do. Now we're going to change this image a little bit, and if you click on each of these different elements, it does get highlighted with a nice blue border, letting you know what you're working on, what you're trying to change, and you can work on the options above the screen to make changes. So let's say we're not happy with this first tile here, this first image. We can start searching for photos to do with food, and then it gives you a whole bunch of options. So let's say, for example, we wanted this plate here. We can click it, drag it across, and then drop it there, and it will literally fit into the slot where the previous image was. You can do the same thing with the other images. Let's say, for example, we've now got let's say you've got this particular bowl here, and you can see that the image isn't centered very well. And maybe you do want the image to be centered more, or you want more of the hand showing in the image. You can click on the crop option across the top, and this lets you move the image along. And you can quite easily see what will be visible and what wasn't before. Once you're happy, click on Done, and it will literally have cropped it to your liking. Now, let's say, for example, you want to change the entire layout. You don't want those images in there. You can easily click on the tiles and delete them. You can delete each image one at a time, and these will still remain placeholders. Or you can click on the whole lot, and let's see. There is an option to ungroup these. I'm just going to try and find it. Position, no. Duplicate, no. Transparency, no. Right, I guess we can't ungroup stuff. Or there is a way, we just haven't found it yet. So let's just get rid of that, and let's get rid of the whole thing. And let's say you do want that image across the top left, which is quite a narrow image. You don't want the whole thing there taking up the whole screen. Let's go back from foods. And find something. Right, let's say you want this particular image here of blueberries. You can drag across to where you want it. You can resize the image. And let's say again we want to compare it with that similar sort of style we had before with the other image. And let's say we're quite happy with that. You can now click on Done. See that cropping. Move that across to the left, and now let's say you want to put another image in, and for this I'm going to choose something from the uploads. So an image that I've already uploaded before, and this is where it will appear. You can obviously click on this button here, upload an image, to choose a particular image to work with. Now let's say I want a picture of some college students in my YouTube art. And now, see, when you resize images, they do kind of click into place when you reach the boundaries. So don't worry too much about going over too much or the size that it's changing. Very low risk of doing that. But let's say you want that band of text to back. So you can click on the position of the image, and you can either bring it forward or backwards. Now, it's really as forward as it's going to come because it's at the top of everything. Let's say you want to send it back a little bit. And do the same thing with this one here, position back a little bit. And now you're thinking, well, that's great, but my business name is not Beach Town Organics. Fine, you can do that, highlight the text, delete it, get your caps lock on, and let's just say you can have your slogan there instead of your business name, health is wealth. Say you want to change the color to be your brand, come across the options along the top here, where you can change the font, the size, the color, whether it's bold or not, the position, whether it's a list, spacing, a whole bunch of. Let's say orange is your brand color. Click on that, click off, and there you have it, a nice, lovely heading. But the other problem we have is that the banner across the middle is now hiding the lovely face of the people that are in the image behind. So this lovely, lovely feature called transparency lets you change all that. So it lets you change how much of the image behind you can see. So say you're happy with that. Now you can see your title. It's quite prominent, but you can also see faces of the people behind because of transparency. It was quite nice. So now you can go ahead and click on the download button, and that will let you choose what type of file you want to save this as. Now you can save as animated MP4 video files as well, but obviously there's a lot more involved with that, and it's a premium feature. So I'll click to PNG as suggested, click on download, and then it will let you have options for what to name your file, where to save it, I think. Literally once you've done that, you then go to your YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel. You click on the button that says select a photo from your computer, choose the channel art you've just created and upload it. Now, let's say, for example, you're following that process, but you're not really sure about the bound of what people can and can't see. You can always start with a blank canvas, and again, find this template, very important and very easy to find online. Drag it across the entire size of the image, the width and breadth of the image, and now you can see here, any image that I place within this section will be visible for pretty much every device, and then less and less as you move further out. So this can act as quite a good template to work with if you're not happy with the templates that they give you. Right, I think that's all I share with you in regards to changing your YouTube channel art. Any questions, do give me a shout. There is a lot of features in Canva as well, a lot of things you can find with. You can add funny looking text, smart looking text, nice looking stuff, and even some backgrounds. If you don't want images that you want to have selected, you can have pattern background or picture background as your main background of that particular image. Right, that's from me. I'm not going to bore you with anything else. Again, do give me a shout if you have any more questions. Thank you.